hood with it, in the hood with it. Welcome back to the Collective Clips, where you already know, man, we get it in. But before we get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding! Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content I am kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel, and it's all because of you. And for that, man, I'm very humbled. I greatly appreciate it. You don't even know. Dun, 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 dun. That motherfucker just don't miss. Episode 9, man, Super Norteno. I'm going to tell you some tales about my tia and how she used to wiggle and how exactly my cousin came into play and ended up doing a term behind her issues, right? Because she had a lot of issues back in the days. You see, I come from a family that's a little bit different than others. But a lot of you guys can identify. You know, when I first brought out, these stories about my cousin Super Norteno, it was more so just to give him some love, show him some support, and put him on the map, But a lot of people are like these tales, man. They like the way I tell these stories. And a lot of people are gravitating more, not only to my cousin, but towards Sheila and my tia, because my tia just don't give a fuck. Mijo, my pussy's over here, your pussy's over there, my pussy's everywhere, right? She likes to get her issue, but not only does she get her issue with the paisas and the brothers and the woods, brother, coffee, right? She also gets her issues, or used to get her issue in the spoon. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about when I say spoon, there's a whole lot of spoon adventures, and she was definitely into that. Now, you have to understand, my tia is the type, or used to be the type, that would be, she's a nut, okay? She'd be off the hook. I've been choked out plenty of times by her. Mijo, get over here, what? Right? I need a dime, because see the way my welfare works today what's today? The 31st. Yeah, it works on the 1st, but I don't usually get it to the 2nd. So the second you give me a dime, then I'll get you back on the 2nd. Yeah, that makes sense. Make sure, make that make sense to me, tia. But she was one of those type of women that when she was doing bad, she was doing dirt bad, and when she's up, she's up. Now, one of the things that she was usually into was knocking paisas. Okay, when I say knocking paisas, she's from the old school. Mijo, I'm gonna go to the bar. They call it the Bullfrog. I'm gonna go over there in Livingston. We're going to go to the bingo hall, and after we're done, we're going to go to the bar and see what we can get into. And what she usually got into was either a paisa named Juan or Wardo, right? And she would bring him home, and my cousin would be all upset. Hey, who's this one? Another tío or what, right? He'd be all fucked up. Because I ain't going to go out like that. If I see any of these vatos with any type of blue on, it's fucking removal time. I'm letting you know. Shut the fuck up and close the front door. You always leave it open, and there's a gang of flies in here. You know this vato right here is gonna pay our rent next month, so don't worry about it, mijo, because the way I put it on him, I put it on me, like a fucking Ja Rule song. So just shut the fuck up, you and that fat bitch, and let's do what we do, right? So it was always a constant influx of different boyfriends. My tia was wiggling, but one of her main things was she had to support a habit. Now, I have another tia, man, I've told you about. She was straight gangster. She was as real life as it comes, and she was also in the spoon from time to time, right? But the way she handled her business was she liked to go out there and slang a little bit, right? Do her thing. Now, she's just recently passed, man. I love her. That's my tia to the death of me. But this one just keeps on going like the Energizer Bunny. See, yes, mijo, the Energizer, no, not a fucking Northern Rider, the Energizer, but we're active in this household, right? So she just does her thing, and she would work these paisas out of every fucking grunion they had in their pockets. I mean, all the way from boots to hats. She'd leave that motherfucker butt naked running out of the house, and I'm serious. Whatever type of jaw movement she put on them, it worked, because them bottles would take off running like they fucking got a fire lit under their asshole. It was real serious business, right? So there was a time when she was so deep in the spoon, she couldn't pull her head up out of it, right? And it was at the point where every paisa that came, she got to literally rob him. She wasn't trying to fucking, mijo, my jaw hurts. Because last night there was a black guy over here, and I don't know what he did, but I stuck it this way and it came out that way, and that was it. So she would tell us all these stories, and we thought she was firing most of this shit up. I mean, we'd hear odd noises coming from her room when I was over there, but we got so used to it, and all these different guys. Even my primo was like, I'd be like, damn, primo, how do you ever get used to that, man? If my jefita was doing that, bro, I'd be upset. Hey, primo, all I care about is my GUN poster, Sheila, like 1.5 of my kids that I know are mine, and that's it. Other than that, whatever my mom does, hey, that's her business. Mom's got to live too, right? So he got used to it. He was with the program. Like I said, he would get upset sometimes. especially when the paisas thought they were taking over. Because there was dudes that actually stood there for a week or two at a time. I never seen someone last past a month. Usually my tia would find an excuse. I don't know, whatever the fuck your name is, Lupe, whatever. Where are you from? Juarez. Yeah, well, wait, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna what? Arrest your ass up out of here, because my other old man's coming over and he doesn't like dudes with fucking silver teeth. Too much silver teeth freaks him out. I think he's a fucking vampire or a werewolf or something. You need to get out of here. She'd make up any excuse, but she'd make sure she took their wallet on the way out. So she was deep in the heroin game, man. Always wiggling, always in Madera on B Street, trying to get her issue, always doing her thing. So one day we're chilling at the pad, right? And yes, you're not gonna believe this. That motherfucker just don't miss. Sheila was actually cooking, and I'll be real with you. Although she does scrape pans up with forks, and although she does use a little too much black pepper, I think that's where I got it from, right? Her food's actually fucking kind of good. One thing about fat chicks, you can't lose with them. They're always gonna produce something good in the pan. It's like they're born that way. She was born with a pan and a fucking dildo in one hand, and she uses them both correctly, right? So anyways, she's cooking for us. She's making some baked chicken in the oven, a little arroz, some frijoles. Man, she's getting down, and my tia walks by. Damn, it smells good in here. For once, it doesn't smell like a fucking soggy wet bag of fucking shit, right? And she does like, hey, you want some, mom? I'm not your fucking mom. Your mom's that fucking fat bitch with red hair and freckles. I'm your mother-in-law. And that means by law I have to be, but not that I fucking want to be, right? My tia constantly goes in on Sheila, but she loves her. At the end of the day, that's the mother of her grandchildren, the one she claims, right? Hey, and I could tell you stories. My tia's not the nicest woman when it comes to children. That's why I said CPS is always lurking around the bushes, right? Because that house is different. It's not a fun house. It's a horror house with whores in the horror house, right? So it's just different. So anyways, we're eating, we're grubbing. My tia's like, Mijos, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go kick it. There's a guy I've been keeping my eye on, right? And one thing about my tia, she's kind of cockeyed. I've been keeping my eye on her, right? So, all right, go ahead, tia. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? She's like, Mijo, your other tia's going to pick me up. Rosemary, she's going to pick me up, and we're going to go. So don't expect us home late. My primo's like, whoopin'. I don't give a fuck if you come at 1, 2, or 4 in the morning. What about 3 in the morning? We don't say 3. We don't say 3, right? He's tripping, right? So anyways, I'm like, fuck this. I'm just trying to eat, possibly look at Sheila's fucking inner thigh and bounce. That's what I'm into. And so we're kicking back. My tia jams. Well, it gets late, right? And I'm fucking like, fucking, I'm gonna crash out there. So I'm sleeping on the couch trying not to fucking, invade the roaches' fucking territory. So I'm basically sleeping like this. Because, the roaches need their space too. You gotta understand, when it comes to that pad, the rats, the roaches, and the shiesty approaches come first. Everything after that, and especially because I'm a dropout, I'm not really allowed to be active there, right? So my primo will come out in his boxer shorts, same old red Bonnier boxer shorts that are barely hanging on like in Vogue. I mean, they're fucking, you could see through them. You know when the guys wear the boxers too much and they start becoming a silhouette of themselves, right? He'll come out, fucking his fucking boxers flapping. Hey, what happened to my mom? Because I don't hear her, eh? Usually I go check on her about 4 or 5 in the morning just to make sure fucking she's not sleeping in her own vomit, right? I'm like, I don't know, fool. I was barely waking up. I didn't see her. No, I didn't like her. She comes home every night con un pinche chorizo. I know my jefita, right? So he starts getting concerned. So he's calling her cell phone. Mom, right? Voicemail, straight to voicemail. This is my voicemail. Fuck you. Leave no message. Click. He's like, that's already like the 14th time I got the message. Oh, it just happens to be 14th time. Everything is 14 on the north side. This is how we ride. So my tia doesn't come home for 2 days, and now we're nervous. So we're hitting bingo halls. We're hitting all our spots. We're asking every paisa. And the paisas are ashamed. Some of them take off running because they've done bad things and they're thinking we're come for some retaliation, right? And finally we hook up with this fucking one paisa, and he's like, hey, yeah, she was here. She left with some dude, man. Hey, I ain't even gonna lie. They were all cagapalo. They were all fucked up. They were on that black. So my primo's all fucking, just back on that shit? She didn't learn when I came out all fucking chueco and fucked up from that shit. I said, she was slamming when she had you. Shit ain't stopped, right? Don't act like something's different now. You know what time it is. But primo, I have fucking nightmares of burnt spoons and sureños every night. It's one or the other. See, one time I had a nightmare of a sureño burning me on the neck with a burnt spoon, right? I said, I know, primo. I feel bad, but at the same time, let's fucking not think about Sul right now. Let's think about Sul, right? Let's think about your mom. So we hit a couple spots. Finally, his jefita calls. You have a collect call from, it's me, fuckface, right? And it's my tia, and I'm like, hey, let me talk to her, because he's all, fucking, she's in jail, right? So it's my tia in county. Who's at my house? You motherfuckers better keep it clean. I said, tia, it looks how it always looks. Okay, then I guess it's okay. I'm locked up. Yeah, they're saying I'm getting a violation. I'm going back to prison, Chachilla. Con un bunch of pinchy fucking pirujas. What are you guys doing at my house? Make sure you hold it down, nephew, because I don't even know. And if anyone comes over there and says I owe money, beat them up from the feed them up. You understand? So my tia goes to do some time. And I'm out of the situation. And of course, my primo and his old lady have to hustle because they depend on his social security check, which he picks up for my grandma once a month. And then his mom's little check that she has coming in. And now that his mom's locked up, we'll cancel Christmas. So, hey, needless to say, as always on that side of the family, I'm the bank. I'm the U.S. bank. I'm the Mexican-American U.S. bank. My bank is fully active even though I'm not, right? So my primo's calling me, hey, fool, do me a favor, a bottle. What do you need now? Let me borrow 100 because check it out, there's a go-kart down the street that, nah, fool, do you need rent money or what? Yeah, I'll be calling you back. That's in 2 days. But I'm saying that go-kart's tight, fool. We can come over. We're going to put a welly up there. I'm going to spray paint it. I got a can right here of red, right? I'm like, nah, I'm cool, man. Call me when it's about some serious shit. So my tia calls and she's like, I need you guys to do me a favor. But I can't say it on the phone. You have to come visit me. But fuckface can't visit me, and you, super fuckface, you can't come visit me because you guys are both fucking stupid and you've been to prison. So I'm like, damn. But Sheila can. Sheila's never been locked up. I mean, her face looks locked up, but she's not been locked up. So Sheila goes to visit. We take her to Chowchilla. We're parked right there. We go chill out at a rest stop, and Sheila goes to visit. So when Sheila comes out, she waddles to the car. We pull away. You guys fucking owe me a whole lifetime supply of Burger King for this shit. I said, what happened? Your tia wants heroin. I'm like, what? Shh. Because the way my fucking game works, she was like, look, I don't know. All I know is she said, that she has a homegirl that will meet you guys right in the parking lot and will bring it in. And she's on her visiting list. And all you got to do is go get it. I said, okay, well, where's the money at? Because I mean, you're going to do it. I tell my primo, he's like, why I got to do it? Shit, whopping. I'm active, fool. We don't do that. I'm like, no, motherfucker. This is your jefita. You're going to take her in some shit, right? And he was like, fuck, man. I said, look, all we're going to do, I'm going to take you to the spot. I know a little spizat, right? You're going to swoop it from the paisa. You're going to come back. You're going to drop it off to her homegirl, and it's all good in the hood. Okay. Well, little did we know this. Her homegirl gets caught up. So the first time we wiggle, it happens. My tia kicks in a little money. Here, pay my fucking rent, puto, right? There's a little money. Everything's good. Okay, so now it's like butter. It's starting to function, right? My tia's in there having it her way. She's sending pictures like this. Watch out. Right? She's really doing it. She's balling out in Chowchilla. Facts, right? She's almost done with her violation, so we only got a couple more months to go. And my cousin's happy. His rent's paid. He got the fucking go-kart. He's fucking up and down the street. I'm going to fucking beat that black dude's ass. Going around so he doesn't pass it, right? And Sheila's happy because she's been having it her way. Burger King. Everybody's good, right? And me, of course, being the type of manipulating motherfucker that I was at that point, right? I'm trying to flip some shit. So when my tia sending out money, I'm trying to get 2 for the 1, right? And so everyone's happy. We're really living. Well, what had happened was the homegirl that was taking the shit in there, she ends up getting popped on a fucking, I don't know if it was fucking jaywalking or whatever. It was some blight ass case. But she decided to give up the ghost and fucking give up my primo for bringing her the shit. So luckily that day, my primo's homeboy took him, right? And usually I would take him just because I was trying to get all the money or anything that came in hand and I was trying to hustle, right? But that day I didn't go. So my primo already knew the spot. He went to the paisa, he copped. As he's pulling up, this is his story, I'm just telling it. As he pulls up, boom, task on him. Snatch, Whopping, leave my Mongolian alone. In the north side, this is how we ride. Puro norte. Right, they put him in the car. He's gone. Another active bites the dust, right? Sheila, they don't take. How? I don't know why. Maybe they didn't have enough cuffs to cuff her because you have to double cuff that bitch, right? Or maybe she just was able to her way up out of there. But she calls me, hey, fool, I need to get at you. And I'm like, nah, Sheila, you're not touching my balls again. She goes, no, for real, your primo's locked up. I'm on my way. Right? So I get there, I pull up. This bitch is literally eating fucking chicken nuggets from Burger King. Either she rode that fucked up bike or one of her Sanchos came through and brought her Burger King. Probably the latter, door number 2. But she's sitting there stuffing her face. It was crazy. It was like a movie. My old man's like, what do I do? I said, you stay here. You know, but your fucking aunt doesn't like me here alone because she said every time I come, I bring black guys. I don't, right? Black guy peeks his head. Message. I'm like, oh, fuck. There is a black dude here, right? He's my cousin. She's white as fuck with freckles. White Mexican. All right. Whatever. That's your business, right? So I'm like, hey, don't be having people at my tia's house. She's like, oh, no, he's just my friend. He brought me some food and he's going to leave right now when we're done, right? So I already know what time it is. But like I said, this ain't the first rodeo. They kind of have an open, closed relationship, whatever. So I'm like, what happened? She runs me down and he got locked up. This is what happened. So my cousin catches a dope case. Now my tia's blowing my phone up. Where the fuck is my shit at? That fucking bitch didn't come. If that motherfucker fucked my shit up. I'm like, listen, tia, he's locked up. Rick's locked up. Oh, I just said his name. Well, those that catch it caught it, right? I said, he's locked up. And she's like, my son? Locked up again? She goes, well, how the fuck does that work? Both of us locked up. Because my locked up and his locked up shouldn't be in the same locked up. We shouldn't cross paths like that. I don't care. He'll be all right. Where's my shit at? I'm like, tia, he got locked up with your shit. Oh, he did he? That motherfucker's going to pay the connect because listen, tia, your son is incarcerated. He's going to go down for a new case. That's okay, mijo. I get out in about 2 weeks. So is Sheila there? Put that fat bitch on the phone. Hey, Sheila, my tia wants to talk to you. No, the black dude's like, what happened? Right? So she grabs the phone, my tia. I can hear my tia yelling at her, telling her whatever she's telling her. And you can faintly hear her say, you fucking mugrosa, fucking fat piruja. She's clowning, right? So I grab the phone back. I'm like, tia, calm down. You're not fucking, you have a heart attack. Hey, what do you want me to do? You want me to bail him out or something? Can you, mijo? I love you if you do it. Bail him out because that way he could bring someone else for next week. I'm like, no. Look, just cancel that. I ain't trying to get caught up in that shit. They could be tapped phones and shit. They're not fucking recording. If you're recording, eat my pussy. She's crazy, right? So I'm like, all right, look, let me deal with it. So I go to the bail bondsman. How much is it going to cost? Your cousin has a parole violation on top of that. Sorry, no bail. Snail bail. You ain't going nowhere, right? So my primo, hey, primo, oh, fuck, I love you, eh? I'm like, yeah, what's up? What's up? Oh, now you want to talk to a dropout, huh? Hey, fool, they got me on the block with the homies, though. Yeah, I wouldn't tell you the homies said what's up, but they said, fuck you. All right, I'm like, oh, nah, trip out. Shh. What happened, fool? And he was like, I'm not that stupid. They record this shit. They said they caught me with heroin. I'll never do that shit, primo, I promise, right? I said, I know, stupid ass. I know what time it is. Bail me out. I said, they won't. You got a violation. About a violation, right? And my primo ends up taking a deal. He ends up doing a little over 2 years, right? Caught up behind his mom's bullshit. My tia gets out. Hey, and I swear my primo would call, right? So I stopped going over there. But I went over there just a few times just to see if Sheila was aight. The wind was blowing, right? And I'd give them rides because you got to understand, my tia, unless she has boyfriends that go over there, they don't have a car. So it's up to my other tia, myself, or different family members that give them rides. For someone that was asking, how do they pay their rent? At the post office, just like anyone else. Someone's always there to give them a ride. You know, two fat bitches, a partridge in a pear tree, and a super norteño. Yeah, they know how to hustle. So hey, I swear I'm over there, and my primo would call. And one thing I can say about my tia, she has a hard show acceptance, collect calls, but that's about it. Hey, mom. I need at least $10 because you don't understand. I want to order these new flip-flops they got. They look like Nike ones, but they're not. Hey, I'm not saying you're a fucking penny. You still owe me when you get out, motherfucker. Yeah, because I had it going on in there. You fucked my whole sopa game up. My tia was ruthless, okay? Let me tell you how ruthless she was. So that happens. My primo gets out. It's whatever. They're back to the fucking drawing board. So at one time I had my own pad. I was doing good. My tia went on a wild one, right? Wet Wild Water Adventures. She was high. And when she gets super high, she don't come home for weeks at a time. And my primo just cries. But the fucking, I'm not stop gangbanging. I didn't say that. Right? He'd be like all in his emotions and his feelings, right? And my tia gives me a call. Mijo, I'm tired. I said, what happened? Where you at, tia? I'm going to go pick you up. You know, I love my aunt. I got you, man. I'm going to go swoop you. And she was like, it's me and my boyfriend. We're right here in some fucking, there's a chicken coop and there's a dirt floor. We're just laid out right here. I'm like, yeah, your old man can't come, but you know, because the way my fucking apartment works is my baby's mom. I'm just not trying to have some bites. I look at her tits, right? She was like, okay, man, come get me. And so I pick my tia up, and I could see in her eyes, they're all black, and she just needs sleep, right? So she sleeps for about 2 days, takes a shower for another half a day, comes out, and she's watching Maury laying on my couch, and there is fucking absolutely no way in hell, impossible, that I'm gonna let her stay to day number 4, because see, the way my day number 4 works is I'm trying to get my shit sucked. So you gotta go, tia. You disturb the peace. And my baby's mom is petrified of my tia. Scared to death. My tia's the type, bitch, give me some lemonade, right? The type like, bitch, don't look at me. I used to beat the shit out of your mom. One time I was at a motel and you were in diapers. I remember you, bitch. You were in diapers, shitty everywhere. I told your mom, hurry up, bitch, and clean your kid up because it smells like caca in here. And the only thing it should be smelling like in here is heroin, right? My tia's crazy. So I could see by the sketchy look on her face, she's on a good one. She got high, right? And I told her, hey, don't get high here. Don't do that because just, have respect. And my tia says, you don't tell me respect. Did I say have respect when you fucking burped all over me when you were a kid and spit up all over my new fucking blouse? Did I say have respect when I fucking walked and your mom left the pamper and the guy stepped in it? There was shit on my fucking new toenails that the paisa just paid for to get painted? No, you have for fucking respect. So this is true story, right? My tia's on a good one. She's cooking. She's helping my babies along. They're actually getting along. I'm like, wow, right? My tia puts a fucking knife to my neck in the morning. I need money, right? I'm like, tia, hey, she cut my motherfucking shit. For some reason, my neck always gets fucked up when I'm dealing with these people, whether I'm getting choked out by a black dude, whether I'm getting fucking, whiplash from fucking choking my cousin out with his Mongolian, or whether my tia's putting a knife to my throat. But she was like, I need money, and I ain't even gonna lie, my own tia got me for 300 bolas. Robbed my ass, right? I'll never forgive her for that. Even to this day, mijo, that was for funds. This is for keeps, right? Don't ever tell anyone, because if you ever do puto, you already know how I am. I'm handy with the butterfly, right? My tia's just different. Needless to say, I love her, and I chalked it up. She left. We didn't see her for another 2 weeks. My cousin found her at a bar, and that's the type of woman she is. She's changed now. She's much different. She doesn't fuck with that shit no more. But that shit could tear a family down. They went through a lot of hardships. Like I said, my cousin was born as a heroin baby, man. He had to go through that. Sheila was all spun out on crystal methamphetamines at one point, right? Didn't lose a motherfucking pound. I'm telling you, that bitch, hey, she knows how to function on that shit. I'm a weekend warrior. What is it? It's Tuesday, bitch. Good enough for me, right? That was it. Anyways, with that being said, man, that's what happened to my prima. That fool got out of fucking prison. Pick me up, primo, pick me up. Pick me up, right? I swoop him up right there, Modesto. He rode the Greyhound in Modesto. Pick him up. He's coming out of Pelican Bay. Yeah, that motherfucker been to Pelican. I ain't even been to Pelican Bay. That motherfucker been to Pelican Bay, right? I pick him up. What's up, Primus? Let's roll, right? He was like ducking down in the car. I'm like, what happened? Fucking Modesto, fool's hella acting. I can't be seen with you. Because they know. I said, they don't even know me. This is pre-YouTube. No one knew who the fuck I was, right? No, you don't understand, bro. Because on the north side, this is how we ride. Red rags till we die. Deals better run and hide, right? I'm like, shut the fuck up, fool. Let's just get you to your pad. Hey, Primus, is it okay if we stop at King's Table? Right? And that's it. Anyways, with that being said, that is a true story of the day, man. I got at my cousin yesterday. He thanks everybody for all the love that they're showing him, all the support. I do got a picture. I'll show you guys on the live. If you tap into the live, I got pictures of him and Sheila. Bang, bang. You know what it is. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the strive to struggle, struggle to strive. If you have family members that indulge or still indulging, man, you got to love them no matter what they do. It's just part of life, man. You got to learn to adapt. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. Rest in peace to my boy, Big Bethel. The world is yours, man. 7:30. The shit never stops. Nothing but love. And of course, I'm flamed up again because if you want to fucking tell a story about the one time my mom fucking stuck her finger in Sheila's ass and she thought she was waking me up, then you got to do it with the red shirt. I said, well, I wasn't going to speak on that. Well, I did now. There it is. The gun. Bang, bang.